it to the cheerleaders. Just throw it downfield.
Okay.
Memo to Josh. Air it out. Head to Washington, D.C. Chiefs found themselves trailing the football team at halftime. So just to recap, Chiefs trailing Washington at the half, Nick. Partly due to the fact that Patrick Mahomes threw 2 more picks.
What happened
All right, second half was one of the...
gonna drive me
second
nuts.
half...
What happened?
Okay. All right, listen. Chiefs bounced back, put together 3 touchdown drives in the second half. They pull away. They beat Washington 31-13. But after the game, I said that. I lowered the bass in my voice, as Broussard would say. After the game, Mahomes, listen to him on something he rarely needs to address, his turnover troubles.
I'll move on to the next play. I mean, it's this league. You're gonna go through adversity. I mean, we've been blessed enough that I haven't had to deal with a lot of that early in my career. I mean, I've had a lot of interceptions this year. It's not a secret. I mean, you kind of have to just move on. You have to just kind of keep playing, because at the end of the day, if the interceptions, I mean, they're on the stat sheet, but if you're getting wins, no one really cares about them. So you have to find a way to win games no matter what it takes.
I care about it.
Patrick. Hard to win games when you lose them. Yesterday, notwithstanding.
Yeah,
Chiefs have lost their turnover battle 4 times this season, tied for the league lead with the Patriots and the Jaguars. Nick, should the Chiefs be happy with the win or disappointed in another 3 turnover performance?
Listen, I'm happy. How about this? I don't know how the Chiefs feel. I'm happy. Because the Chiefs are back to being the Chiefs. And what do I mean by that? Do I mean because they played a perfect second half of football on both sides of the ball? No, that's not why. Do I mean because if you actually look at it, the offense and the defense, or Mahomes and the defense, I should say, played outstanding for every single play, with one glaringly obvious awful play. For the defense, it was when 2 guys ran wide open at the end of the first half. For Mahomes, it's the play you guys keep running on a loop, as if we don't have highlights from the second half when he tore them up. But that's not why they should feel great. They should feel great because they just won by 18 points on the road, won 21-0 in the second half. And the question is, are you concerned, Nick? Are you worried? How do you feel? You know what that means? That means they're back to being the future favorites, America. Because we wouldn't ask that about any other team. 18-point road win, good or bad? Getting back to 500, good or bad? And Broussard, I got a question for you, my friend. How long again until the Chiefs are under 500? 3 years? 6 years? I hope America enjoyed these last couple weeks when they were under 500. But look at the schedule. Tell me if you think they're going to be under 500 again this year, and then let me know if you think, because I think it'll be 2028 until Jen is able to put up again. Oh, look at the Chiefs under 500. I hope you enjoyed it, America, because it's over. And that defense, Broussard, woo, second half shutout, forcing turnovers. Chris Jones coming back. Woo.
Rev it up, Broussard.
Getting there, buddy.
Look,
we're getting there.
Nick, I think America's learned not to put too much stock in your Chiefs predictions, but that's neither here nor there. All right, finally, I agree with Nick. That means that finally he's right on this show. I'm with Nick. But here's the reason why I'm not concerned about the turnovers. Because the guy making the turnovers is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is still, don't get it twisted, he is still the best quarterback in the NFL. All right? Now, without question. Here's an example, and this goes kind of to what you were saying, Nick, about, we're questioning them even though they blew a team out. If Pat Mahomes had the type of game that Justin Herbert had yesterday, who's regarded as now a top 5 quarterback, we would be, bells would be going off all over the NFL. What in the world is wrong with Pat Mahomes? We expect such greatness out of this guy that when he does it, when he throws an interception or 2, we just don't know how to act. So I'm not concerned at all about Pat Mahomes. He's always been a bit reckless, but the guy that's responsible for a good chunk of these turnovers is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek's got to start catching the football. 2 of Mahomes' 8 picks this year have gone through Tyreek Hill's hands. And you can jump on Mama Mahomes for tweeting all you want, but she ain't lying. It ain't Pat Mahomes' fault. And Nick's right, the defense look great. I get it. Washington's not very good offensively, But the defense, they got Daniel Sorensen out of there. I kind of liked him, but they got him out of there, put Juan Thornhill in, made another adjustment at linebacker, and the defense looked much better. So, yeah, it was a. I'm happy if I'm a Chiefs fan because I think that was a step in the right direction, Wiles, especially the second half.
No, okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll take the Tyreek Hill interception off the board. How about that? I think it's fair. That should have been a catch. Sure. That should not go on his record. However, the other interception should count as 5. That's how bad that was. So you actually opened up a Pandora's box. It was so bad. And I think that you guys are glossing over how horrible of an interception this was. You'd be like, oh no, it's just one play. It's not. It's indicative of deeper problems with what Mahomes is pressing on offense, that he doesn't think he has to do too much. I'll give you an example, Jenna. It's like if you had a baby. And it's like, oh, how's the baby's vocabulary? Like, oh, it's really good. They know all of these words. And then they know a few sentences in a dead language that hasn't been spoken for 5,000 years. Like, whoa, that's a problem. That's what you see in horror movies. That's not great. That's how bad that interception was. There is something wrong with his decision-making right now that he doesn't believe in your offense if he's forcing plays like that rather than taking a 3-yard loss.
Learn from that.
It is. Don't tell me the second half.
That would be a great point. That would be a great point if we didn't have the evidence of the second half. Well, the offense is broken. He's pressing. I don't think he's the same guy. And then he played a perfect second half. Great day for the Chiefs, by the way. Ravens beat down the Chargers, who I was wrong about, evidently. One game out of first, baby.
Boys, Trevor Lawrence with the big neck. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, who you love, Justin Fields, who you love. They haven't hit 100 once combined. And Matt Jones has done it 3 times, Nick. And let me see that pass to Hunter Henry. Look at this. Putting it right between 2 Cowboys. What a throw. That is fantastic. And then, of course, the 75-yarder. I mean, that goes without saying that was a good throw. Here's what I like, though.
No,
the
it
moxie. All right. Mac Jones, right after throwing a pick 6, what looked like it was going to be the game-losing
He tried to throw
pick
another.
6, he not only goes right after the Dallas defense on the very next play, but he goes right at the guy who picked him off, his former teammate Trayvon Diggs. I love it.
And
This kid's got the goods, Nick. You need to jump on the bandwagon. Now, we'll forget the past few months when you've been dissing him if you jump on it now. He's good.
No.
Not great,
No.
good.
None of that's going to happen.
No, he's not, and I'm going to address all of this. First of all, one thing Wild said that is totally true. The reason you want to push the ball down the field is because sometimes you make a terrible throw like this one, and you score anyway because the defense screws up. This is a pick. Matt Jones tried to go back-to-back picks to lose the game. The safety is covering it, and the safety just runs behind the play. So the idea, but that's why you take chances. That's why you push the ball down the field. But Wilds was on track here, because at one point during the broadcast, Jim Nantz said these 2 sentences in order, and these should never happen. Mac Jones is 10 for 11 passing. The Patriots are 0 for 5 on 3rd downs. Huh? How is that true? Because it was all spoon-feed nonsense, as it has been all year long. Because they are coaching as if a 100 passer rating is the goal. Mac Jones had the ball with the lead with 2.5 minutes left, needed 2 first downs to win it, threw a pick 6. They won the coin toss in overtime, couldn't move the ball, Cowboys won. The 75-yard touchdown was not a good decision. It worked out good for him. But here's where I'm going to put my buddy Kevin Wilds in the torture chamber a bit. Honesty moment, my friend. Were you happy or sad the Patriots won the toss in overtime?
No, I was definitely happy. Definitely happy. I thought we could score.
Really?
I thought, look,
Okay.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
I didn't like that we punted. I didn't think we could stop Dak. I think Dak cooked us up, obviously. It was 3rd and 25. You still lose the game. Is insane. But here's a little tip, and I rarely do this, Jenna, and then we can move on to bashing Mahomes, where I feel more comfortable. This is a tip. It's a Little League tip and an NFL tip to Josh McDaniels. When I was in Little League, I realized, I took it from another Little League player, who just threw the ball, the last warm-up pitch, as hard as they could against the backstop. Wild. And my whole team's like, got up to bat like, oh, we're so scared now. This guy's going to hit me. It's great. Just air it out every once in a while to let the other team think you might.
The defense.
And then do your little pass.